Now, there's many other ways this can be done. Yesterday, as part of our Make It America agenda, I was in Sacramento, California, on the edge of my district. And a remarkable event took place. An event that was actually caused by a piece of legislation that was passed here, the very first piece of legislation signed by President Obama in 2009. It was the stimulus bill, the much maligned stimulus bill. They said it didn't work. Well, it did work, Mr. Speaker, and it is working today. And it's being made in America. Here's what the American Recovery Act is doing for Americans. Here's what the stimulus bill, in yet one more example of success, is doing for America. This is a most advanced locomotive built in the world. It's built in Sacramento. The stimulus bill provided $466 million for Amtrak to buy 70 advanced electric locomotives. And written into that bill was a sentence that said these locomotives must be American-made. So, Siemens, a German company with large manufacturing facilities around the world, certainly in Germany and other countries on every continent except Antarctic, looked at that, said $466 million. Made in America? We could do that. They put a bid in. They went to their manufacturing plant in Sacramento that was previously manufacturing light rail cars, set about building a new factory. And that new factory employs 200 people today, and yesterday, the first of 70 new locomotives is rolling onto America's rail tracks and will soon be providing service on the Northeastern Corridor. 200 new direct jobs in Sacramento at the Siemens factory and hundreds around the nation. It works. The climate change issue here is very important. The advanced technology in this locomotive that has 9,000 horsepower has the ability to generate electricity when it slows down, when it brakes for curves or stations. Putting back into the grid electricity that it consumed in its previous travel. Make it in America. Use our federal tax dollars to buy and to build American-made equipment and supplies and materials. And that's precisely what Siemens is doing. This is a success story. This is the kind of thing we should be talking about here on the floor of the House of Representatives. This is the kind of work we should be doing in our committees. Putting Americans back to work. Laying the infrastructure for the future growth of this country. But oh no, we're going to spend this week dealing with the 37th attempt to repeal the Affordable Health Care Act. There's so much more to do. There is so much more to do here in America. Why don't we put our shoulder to the wheel of progress and provide a transportation bill that actually builds the infrastructure for this nation, that provides these kinds of locomotives and train sets? In the early days of the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln signed the Transcontinental Rail Act. Little known, but in that Rail Act was a provision, not just to build a rail line across America, but that all of the steel, all of the iron that was to be used in that line had to be American made. Made it in America, creating jobs, connecting the East to the West. 1862. And here we are, all these decades later, with the same idea. New locomotive on American rails, American made. I want to congratulate Siemens. I want to congratulate this German company that is here in America, is providing American jobs, and is building the most advanced locomotive in the world. And they're building it in Sacramento, California.